Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Yes, we are talking Civivi again. This is the Civivi Appalachian Drifter. Now the App Drifter was part of that kind of late 2020 plethora dump of knives from Civivi, as they kind of do to us at sometimes. They just don't give us a rest. They just kind of give us, here's 7 models at once, have at them. So, but hey, they're usually pretty good, so it's hard to argue. But yes, the App Drifter, it came out at the same time as, what was it, the Badlands Vagabond, which we had on the channel, which was a good knife. The Pintail, which I really liked. I really liked the Pintail. And a few others, but we've had those two on the channel, so if you want to check those out, definitely go back. You can go back in the library. They're not too far back. But this is the App Drifter. Now, it does come with pretty much your standard Civivi fare. You got your little case, you get the stickers, you get kind of the care manual there, and then, of course, you get your cleaning cloth. So, pretty much standard on pretty much all Civivi knives, which is nice. But the App Drifter, now this one, you can see you've got the full micarta, really nice looking. Now I know this knife looks very familiar, and we're going to kind of look at that here in a minute, but full micarta on this. Micarta, yeah, it's done really, really well. The construction wise, I mean, yeah, it's really not even worth talking about with Civivi. It's just, yeah, it's good, and move on. Because that's pretty much what we get from Civivi anymore, at least in my experience. I don't think I've ever had a bad experience with one. Recessed pocket clip screws on that right-hand tip-up only carry clip. So I'm sorry, guys, no lefty love. Now you do have kind of a lanyard spot, cutout, recess, whatever you want to call it. You could try to put a lanyard there. Yes, you definitely could. Stainless liners, but yeah, the construction, it's on. Now our centering looks like it might be off towards the show side just a hair. But not rubbing, I mean, not bad. Nothing like that. But you'll notice now, like its cousin, we'll call it, it's not a lockback. It's not a liner lock, but it does have a flipper. Yes, it is a double detent flipper. And we've seen a couple of those here and there recently, but a very, very nice. I'm digging it. Now, I kind of said something about its cousin, right? So let's just get that out of there. I know we just actually recorded our second of the 2021 releases channel chat. Myself, Peter, Christine, Brad from Mild Mannered, Casey from Knives Fast, and of course the one and only Zach Stuff. And I think it was Peter, when we were talking about Civivi, he said Civivi is really good about taking existing blade shapes and handle shapes and mixing them up and making new knives. Well, they didn't really mix anything up here. They just kind of changed an existing knife. And for me, might be a change for the better, to be perfectly honest with you. But this is, of course, the Rustic Gent. Rustic Gent was a lockback, D2 blade steel. This one is micarta and carbon fiber, all black. But you can see there that they basically took the Rustic Gent, took the back lock off, took the back spring out, made it a double detent flipper, and added a pocket clip to it. So they just kind of changed an existing design, made it a little different. I mean, come on, the blade shapes, I mean, come on. I mean, the blades are, it's the same knife. It's the same blade. It's the same handle. I think the dimensions might be just a little different. Handle shape, okay. I'll say handle shape. But yeah, and they just made it a double detent flipper. And as I said, I'm kind of digging the App Drifter more than I like the Rustic Gent, guys. And the Rustic Gent, really, really liked it as well. Both hollow ground, all that good Civivi-ness that we love. But yeah, so if you were a fan of the Rustic Gent, but didn't really care that it came in a leather sheath with a pocket clip, you wished it would have had a pocket clip on it, well, guess what? Now you got the App Drifter. It's not a lockback. It's a double detent flipper, but there you go. You might have a knife you like. But yeah, now I was mentioned double detent flipper. Of course, we know our good friends at Monterey Bay Knives had the EWC double detent flipper non-locking knife, which I'm a big fan of. And I think that's why I like the App Drifter that much, because I really like the EWC. So I think there's kind of some holdover from that double detent flipper there that I'm really digging. But back to our Appalachian Drifter. Now you got that nice kind of dark gray stone-washed finish on it. Definitely digging that. You still got the fuller that you did on the Rustic Gent. Nice, clean, no markings on the blades. Civivi does that very well. Clip point, nice looking clip, swedge. Choil is pretty good. We go out past the plunge pretty darn good. So yeah. Basically, I can say if you like the Rustic Gent, I think you're gonna like the Appalachian Drifter. Let's get some specs here real quick. We kind of already did some size comparisons, but all right, what do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 6 3/4, fully open. You're looking at about a 3. Oh man, it's like 3 7/8 on the handle, and then our blade is right about 3 inches with a just under a 3-inch cutting edge. I mean, handle or grip length, I mean, you can pretty much see your whole handle there, 3.5, 3 1/4, whatever you want to call it. Actually, your grip length's probably more about 3.5 on that. So let's get away. Oh, and they did upgrade the blade steel too. The Rustic Gent was a D2, the App Drifter S35VN for only $8 more. So to me, that's a pretty good, that's pretty good. I'm digging it. Now, you don't get the carbon fiber on this one, but it's full micarta, so, you know, give and take. So what do we got? 2.5 ounces or 70 grams. So just for the heck of it, we got 2.5 ounces. We got the Rustic Gent out here. Let's just look at it. 2.6. Okay. Alrighty. In the pocket, carried really well. I like the way it carried. Deep carry. Yeah. Yep. Now you notice there is it's a little stiff right there. I mean, it goes in the pocket fine, but it's a good sturdy clip. You get lots. You're gonna get lots of retention. It's got a good sturdy in, good sturdy out. To me, I really like it. Good retention. Yes, indeedy. There you go. You can even slow roll it. Really nice. We'll just do a couple of quick, you know, our normal size comparisons there. Of course, there's your PM2. PM2 is a much larger knife. Where's it at? There it is. There's the bug out. And bug out's got it by a little bit. So it is a smaller knife. But overall, guys, yeah, I'm digging it. And like I said, I like the Rustic Gent. I mean, I've carried knives in sheaths and stuff, so it's not a big deal. The sheath had a pocket clip. I mean, here's the sheath right there for the Rustic Gent. No issues with that whatsoever. But I do like the fact that they've kind of rethought the design, made it a double detent flipper, put a pocket clip on it, and now it's a standalone knife. You don't need the slip. If you wanted it, you know, if you wanted to carry it with a clip, you had to use the sheath. So I'm digging that change. Upgrade in steel from D2 to S35VN. Put a little nice stone wash on that gray finish. I like that as well. I'm basically looking at it as an upgraded and improved Rustic Gent, in my opinion. I really like what they did with the Appalachian Drifter. Now, this, just so you know, this has no bearing on that. Rustic Gent, Great knife. I like the knife. It's actually going to be going up for sale here on the channel pretty soon, so just keep that in mind. But like I said, $85 on this. The upgrade in steel. Full micarta. Let's see. They have... Which other ones do they have? They have... I want to make sure I give you all the colors, because they've got some cool colors. They've even got some really... If you're into the whole carbon fiber Damascus, which I am not. Wow, yeah. The gray G10 with rose carbon fiber. Whoo! That's, wow. There's a lot going on with that knife. Damascus blade on that too. They got the green. They have the olive. They have brown. They have dark green. Then they have a blue carbon. That one's out of stock though. The kind of the blue G10 with rose carbon fiber. That one's out of stock though. At least at Blade HQ. That's where I'm looking right at the moment. But yeah, 83 bucks for this knife. For the materials you get and the construction and everything like that, guys, it's pretty solid, man. I can't really find fault with it. I mean, you're getting, I know it's not a large knife, so those of you with larger hands, I know you're like, well, it's too small. Well, yeah, it might be, you know, and yes, it will pop. So you do have to be careful. So you treat it like a slip joint, you know. That detent's there, but it's not going to stop it. So you do have to be careful with it and treat it, use it like you would use a slip joint. You can only do, you know, there's certain things you can't do with slip joints. So just remember that. But overall, yeah, I am definitely digging the App Drifter, without a doubt. We give it, guys, we get a solid 8.5. I mean, there's nothing miraculous about it that's gonna make it any more than that, you know. But there's definitely really no detractors with it that's gonna detract from it, in our opinion. So, and when I say our, of course, I'm talking about the review team of Blue Little Red and Boba doesn't say much anyhow. But yeah, it's a good knife, guys. I'm digging it. I like it. I like that it's a standalone knife now with its own pocket clip. And yeah, keep your eyes open for that Rustic Gent. So, hey guys, thanks a lot. Huge shout out to the Apex Pass Around group and to we in Civivi for giving us the look at the Appalachian Drifter. As always, greatly appreciated. And I really appreciate you guys stopping by and checking it out as well. Just remember, like, subscribe, and leave me that comment. You know I love talking to y'all. Until next time, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.